All right, let's talk about something we all have, but probably don't think about nearly enough. I'm talking about the thing right over your head, your roof. It's this silent guardian, right? But honestly, what do we really know about it?
And that right there, that quote, really hits the nail on the head. So many of us kind of feel like our roof will just last forever. But the truth is, that's just a myth, and it's a really, really costly one if you believe it for too long. So today, we're going to bust that myth wide open.
Okay, so let's start with this whole forever roof idea. This set it and forget it approach. Well, it's actually a pretty dangerous way to think about your home.
I mean, you can see why people think this way, right? Your roof just sits up there, day in and day out, taking a beating from the sun, the rain, the wind, and you never hear a peep out of it. It's so easy to just assume it's invincible. But that's the trap. Just because it's quiet doesn't mean the clock isn't ticking.
So if it's not forever, then how long are we talking about? What's the real lifespan here? I'm willing to bet it's a lot shorter than you think. Let's get right to the number.
There it is, 20 to 25 years. That's it. For most homes with standard asphalt shingles, and that's what most of us have, that's the magic number. It's not a lifetime, not even close, really. That little window, 20 to 25 years, is a number that every single homeowner should have burned into their memory.
And this is the disconnect, plain and simple. On one hand, you have the myth, this idea of lifetime protection. And on the other, you have the hard reality, a 20 to 25-year lifespan. It's that huge gap between what we think and what's true that can get you into a whole lot of trouble.
So, okay, what happens if you just ignore that clock? What if you just let it ride? Well, this is where things can get scary. This is how a tiny little problem can spiral out of control and turn into an absolute catastrophe.
It never starts with a giant hole in the roof, right? It starts small, like a single missing shingle after a storm. You might not even notice it, but that's the first domino to fall. Because now you've got an opening for a small leak. Then that water gets into your attic, and it just sits there. It soaks into the wood, the insulation, and before you know it, you're not just dealing with a leak, you're dealing with massive water damage, mold, and even serious structural problems. It's a domino effect, and it happens fast.
All right, I know, that sounds pretty terrifying. But here's the good news. It absolutely does not have to be that way. Protecting your home, which is probably your biggest asset, isn't about waiting for disaster to strike. There's a much, much simpler solution.
And this isn't some new secret either. The pros, the people who deal with this stuff every day, have known for years what the best approach is. It's all about making a simple shift, moving from a place of reacting to problems to a place of being proactive and preventing them in the first place.
And the solution itself? It's actually super straightforward. It really just comes down to three things. First, getting regular inspections to catch those tiny problems before they get big. Second, making timely repairs. Don't let that first domino fall. And third, actually planning for a roof replacement. Doing it on your own terms, not in the middle of a frantic emergency.
Really, when you think about it, it's all about a change in how you see it. It's like your car, right? You don't wait for the engine to seize up before you decide to get an oil change. It's the exact same logic for your roof. Being proactive isn't just the smart move. It's what gives you control and, honestly, a whole lot of peace of mind.
So, I'll leave you with this one question to think about. Your roof is literally the shield that protects you, your family, and everything you own from the outside world. So, when was the last time you actually checked on it?